from Detroit too, so check out the NFL playlist. He aired out Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown issues. So let's talk about it. Check out the NFL playlist. Hit the link tree. Check out the Patreon. Find on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, the whole nine. So he went public with it. I don't know why he went public with it. Maybe it just needed to be addressed. And maybe he felt like it'll help get that shit off their chest or whatever. So maybe he felt like that needed to be addressed. But he basically said that, if you really listen, and I put the video before, he said that it's personal. It's personal. Most people say, oh, he just mad because, AJ Brown just mad because he not getting the ball, and Saquon Barkley getting the ball. No, something personal happened to him last year. I don't know what, because he alluded to it. If you listen to the audio before, I put the video before, something personal happened between them. I don't know if it was a fight or whatever it was, but something personal happened to them. And he said that's up to them to figure it out. He said basically Jalen Hurts is trying to make amends to what happened. And usually when somebody, the guy that, and not all the time, usually the person that try to kind of extend the olive branch and be like, yeah, hey, my bad, bro, let's do it. And then the other guy ain't trying to hear it. Usually the person that's trying to extend the olive branch is probably the person that was usually in the wrong. But looking at Jalen Hurts, you just really don't get that, his vibe is really like, he don't do no whole ass shit. And maybe he did something, or it was misinterpreted, or, maybe he a different person behind the scenes. Because you got to understand, not only did he fell out with AJ Brown, he fell out with Nick Sirianni too. So him and Nick Sirianni don't see eye to eye neither. So, and they just gave AJ Brown a contract. Because remember last year, he was injured towards the end of the year when they was kind of spiraling after the 10-1 start. And he was at they had a football game, and he was at a boxing or MMA event or something like that. And they was the best of friends before, they were cool and the best of friends before he joined the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm pretty sure Jalen Hurts had something to do with facilitating him getting to the Eagles. And I'm pretty sure he had something to do with facilitating him getting to the Eagles and shit. So, and apparently it's like, your cousin or your friend from school come over and y'all spend some time together, and then you get tired, you ready for them to go home, and y'all start fighting, and you like, Ninja, I'm ready for you to go to the crib. So yeah, something happened, and then he not getting the ball on top of that. But the recipe, what they doing with Saquon, they winning. They winning. So I mean, receivers are divas and all that type of stuff. So apparently something, and I'm gonna address Brandon Graham in a minute. Apparently something happened. I don't know if it had something to do with football, it had to do with off the field, but apparently something happened with them. Yes, apparently something happened with them. Apparently something happened with them, man, and it's hard. It's gonna be hard to salvage it. And as men, we able to get over certain things. You know what I'm saying? But there's certain things in a relationship with between dudes that can't be changed. You call a man a bitch. That's one of the things. You sleep with one of my exes or my wife or my girlfriend. That's what it's a few man laws that you don't break. But you got to understand, a lot of these dudes is raised by women. And you got to understand, girls don't have a code. The girl code, the sisterhood is just, we gonna stick together for these men. That's it. We gonna stay on code versus these men verbally on the internet or whatever. We gonna shame ninjas together. But when it come to stealing your man, or I see you got a good man, I want him, no matter if we came up in the sandbox or the 6th grade together, women will snake you. And that's why you're seeing a lot of dudes out here pulling hoe-ass snake moves, because that's bitch tendencies. Men are supposed to be disciplined, conservative mindsets. And they supposed to, all they got is their balls and their word. And what that means is you a man of your word, you a man of morality, you got integrity, you stand for something, right? You stand on the man laws. And when dudes snake you and snake you over money, snake you over women, backdoor you, you know what I'm saying? They never really was your homie. Used to be my homie, but you act like, so a lot of times, when he call you a bitch or you a hoe ass nigga and suck my woo woo, those is fight words. Them words that you can't recover from a relationship. Even if y'all, be cool and, in the relationship, it never be the same. Any of those things. But a lot of women don't have that morality and they don't have that discipline. They don't. So a lot of these dudes was raised by women. So they carry that sisterhood code into the field, and this is why niggas act like hoes and women. So what Brandon Graham did, going to the internet, telling them about everything that happened between them, I don't know what he gained by that, because he out for the season as a locker room leader. Maybe he felt like it needed to be public, and maybe they tried everything behind the scenes, and he said he probably needed to be public, so they can squash it for the better good of a playoff run. Or maybe he like, I'm injured, so I'm going to sabotage these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I hope that ain't the case. So I don't really know his angle, but I think his angle was probably trying to settle it and probably say, we did everything behind the scenes. Maybe we make it go public, which I don't see how that's going to help. It'll help him. But this last year, they talking, well, AJ, Jalen Hurts got injured and this, that, and the third. But last year, they was beefing last year. Sirianni, Hurts and Brown was beefing last year. So at some point, I guess we got to start looking at Jalen and saying, damn, what's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? So it ain't all about catches and touchdowns and feet forcing him the ball. And I think that's part of it, but I think something happened. I think something happened. Jalen had his dad in his life, so you can tell he ain't emotional. He answered everything the right way. Perfect quarterback for Philly. That's why I was kind of shocked when they signed A.J. Brown back last year. I know they kind of had to, but they probably figured they'd figure it out. And according to Graham, Jalen been trying, but other than that, man, I edit this and post what Brandon Graham said. But I do appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance get notifications. We go live and drop video. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine, man. I appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section.